Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the finale of season 2 of 13 Reasons Why. So last episode was very interesting. We had the final verdict. Did the bakers win? Did the school win? And oh my god, it was the school. So the bakers lost the trial. But you know what? Not hope is all lost, mate, because Jessica managed to get the courage. She managed to get her friends that come stand behind her. They managed to say that they're there for her, and they all went together and testified. Well, told the police a statement. They pretty much told the police that Jessica was raped by Bryce. All of them give a bit of evidence, and at the end, even though they lost the case against the school, as obviously Olivia was doing a press speech outside, the police come and they arrested Bryce. Now this is very interesting because I was saying in the last episode that when the case started, everybody was kind of anonymous. The teams wasn't really out, and obviously as it's been progressed forward, we've realised who the girls are, we've realised who the rapist is, and there's a case now with people with evidence, and there's pictures of Chloe, and this Polaroid pictures box that has been taken is still out there. We thought it was Montgomery last episode. That's what we kind of played it out to be. Alex said he knew who it was. They all confronted him. They had him in like a proper circle, didn't they? He managed to lie out of his teeth, really. He said that he'd go and get them, and Alex went with them. He managed to get out of that situation and said that he never really had them. He just lied so he can get out of their situation, and now he's going to bounce himself. So it looks like he's disappeared. Bryce has been arrested. Obviously, like I said, the school have won this case. Mr. Porter's been fired, and Justin has also been arrested because obviously he knew that this rape happened and he never really said anything. He's been taken in as like an accessory or like concealing information. I'm not too sure, but Clay was speaking to his mum and she was saying that she'll do everything that she can to obviously get him out. So again, this is really interesting because like I said, I've actually always been heavily involved in Bryce being sent down. I know that the case has always been about the school and I wanted the Bakers to win, but now when I'm looking at it, say objectively, or after the case has kind of been done, I'm not really too fussed who won that case between the school and Hannah. I actually just want the person that done this terrible thing to her and to Jessica, and it looks like to Chloe as well, to actually pay for their crimes. So maybe that's what we get next season. I actually thought that last episode was going to be the ending of today's episode, which is interesting. So I can't wait to see what unfolds in this final hour of season 2. So thanks for checking out today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump in to the finale of season 2 of 13 Reasons Why. Oh, a month later.
I thought a long time about what to say today. Pay tribute, but also tell the truth.
I was used to a certain culture of partying and hookups, and many of us never questioned it. But it is time to question it, and I know that I need to be the one to set an example.
Prior to sentencing, the victim would like to exercise her right to make her own statement.
The first weekend in September, my parents were out of town, and my little brothers were at their grandparents'. I wanted to host a party. I thought popular cheerleader should. My boyfriend was there. We decided to go up to my room. I remember making out with him, and I started to fall asleep. And he walked out of the room, and then I remember waking up to you pulling off my underwear, of feeling your weight on top of me, of not being able to breathe.
When I opened my
Oh,
eyes,
that was a good transition,
I was alone
wasn't
in
it?
the hot tub with him, and he said that if I showed my body better, people wouldn't think I was a lesbian.
Oh, many
At that
people are
moment,
speaking
we were
up.
left alone, and he picked me up, and he lay down on top of me and started to take my pants off.
Bryce Walker gets to leave, convinced that he chose the wrong girl to have sex with. I get to leave, constantly looking over my shoulder for monsters dressed up as the popular kid.
This is a terribly unfortunate event, and 2 young lives have been changed forever. Bryce has lost all his scholarship offers. The school district has canceled what might well have been a championship season.
I'd like to see these 2 young people look hard at their lives and their choices, but I don't want to do any further damage. I'm sentencing you to 3 months probation. So ordered.
Your Honor,
That it?
3 months probation?
That's offered.
Yeah, the fuck's 3-month probation? Is that just like going on the streets and sweeping up? What a load of shit that is. Like, literally. What would annoy me in this show is if Bryce never got sent down. Now, if I have to wait 4 seasons, it's too long. Yeah, even moving into 3 seasons, you know, that would have been pushing it, but I was willing to accept it. But if he never gets down for it, it's very disappointing. That would mean the Bakers lost and Jess lost. When, do you know what I mean? Where she's clearly raped, and did you see the benefit? Let's look at one little positive, yeah, before we get into today's episode, because so much more can be unraveled. But the benefit that I seen there was many people have come forward and detailed the experiences that they've suffered. And it's like, you know, Jess was scared about saying this information, and now she said it. She had the positive impact on many other people that she's highlighting that it's not just her, it's not just Hannah, it's multiple people, and it happens all of the time. And people need to be more aware and be obviously open eyes to it. So I like how many of them have come forward and just well disappointed. 3 months. The guy's like, we have procedures for first-time offenders. Wow. That's just basically like saying, oh, yeah, you can rape somebody, but if it's your first time, you'll get let off. Or, oh, it's not that bad. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Like, an offence is an offence. It's just like, it's bad whenever. First, second time, doesn't matter.
The vandalism to Mr. Badia's car.
This is bullshit.
Well, what about the shooting range target you sent to my son?
We have several kids who say he intimidated witnesses, engaged in felony vandalism.
Everyone's saying all kinds of shit.
The related case is complete as of today. Justin's plea is in. The paperwork is done.
Understood, counselor, but as a minor, he has to be released into custody.
That's crazy, that, isn't it? He's still suffering, and he didn't even do it.
It's insane. Somehow I still feel stronger.
Yeah, definitely. You've inspired so many people.
Asking for a court order to force the school to protect you.
I mean, are they cool with this?
I've left the firm to work with Dennis on cases like this.
Yeah, I like that. She feels worth, not something like defending a rapist.
We're just starting to figure out how to go on with our lives.
Coach said that we could leave our lockers till the end of the year.
I'm transferring. Not all of my credits transferred, so I'll be going in as a junior, which means I'll see you on the field this fall.
They're letting you play football.
That's right. See you at the dance.
Your meeting with the district psychologist went quite well, and the reports from your diversion program.
Whoa, look at his hair.
It's a good program.
And what did you learn?
That I can choose how I respond to things. That even if I am feeling angry or lonely or whatever, that I'm in control of my own actions.
I like his hair longer. I actually do like it longer.
You look good.
Thanks. Yeah, apparently natural sunlight and physical exercise are like good for us or something. Something.
I'm going to the dance with Eric.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're kind of dating.
The service can be whatever you want it to be.
It's just my mother always told us we should abide and have faith, accept what's coming to us, and I think that teaches people to be passive. After everything that happened, if there is a God, I want him to see that a little girl deserves his care.
And I hope one day you'll release yourselves from any shame.
They asked me to speak at your service.
Are you gonna do it?
I don't know what to say. What if I can say what I really need to say?
I think you can.
Do you remember the winter dance? Not the slow dance, but that song where we jumped around like idiots. I just wanted you to think of that right now.
We're here to say goodbye.
The next day.
It does my heart good to see so many of Hannah's friends here today.
So please be kind to each other.
Alex's hair's changed again. He spiked
She
it.
dreamed of going to New York to become a writer. So please dream your dreams. And dream them for Hannah.
She was funny, smart, and moody, and maddening. I loved her so much.
So obvious, that one.
And I ask her every day why she did what she did. And I know that hurt won't ever go away. There'll come a day when I don't feel it every minute. And the anger won't be so hot. And I'll be left with only love. I love you, and I let you go.
That's what Sky said to him, wasn't it? Why is he saying that with nobody there? I don't understand why we took the audience away. Like, it would have been a perfect thing to say with everybody. Oh, no, they're back. Still interested to see what we got on offer if Jess carries on pursuing Bryce.
I think the God I believe in, a just God, would have mercy on a soul like hers. I believe we should follow his example, sure, but it's not always easy.
Does God forgive us?
I think he does. Compassion. Understanding. Love. Those don't go away.
Do you remember when we first met you? At that table over there? You thought we were crazy.
No, I was just like
Terrified and amazed. You guys were fearless. I've been trying for like 2 weeks now to get up the nerve to ask you if you would want to go to the spring fling as like people who date, because I think that we are now, but I'm not really sure.
I think we are.
Oh, he's out. He's back.
Yeah, you're like down to nothing. We gotta get you on a program.
Okay, sure.
How the fuck did Bryce only get 3 months and you got 6?
Anyhow, how's that make out?
I guess I just wasn't surprised.
So,
Or are they his guardian?
I think my mom explained to you how she got you released into emergency custody. Wanted to see if you might want them to adopt you.
That's good.
Wait, what?
Maybe it's a good idea.
It's a great idea. I like it.
You crying?
You know I'm like really fucked up, right?
He's never been wanted before.
Well, yes. But you're clean and going to meetings.
Yes, Justin.
I'd like to be adopted, yeah.
That was decent. I like it. Do you know what I mean? I said earlier on in the season, they could be like brothers. And it's good that it can happen here. You know what I mean? No point in him getting lost in the system. He's trying his best. He was like a little son anyway, wasn't he? In all those scenes that I was saying that Clay was getting arsy about, that wasn't him. It was actually, Justin spending time watching movies and having popcorn and having the breakfast. But I'm loving that, honestly. Especially from like a person of Justin's nature, who's never really had a family. He's never had a stable life, he's never had like a home that he's felt loved in, don't know his dad. To get this opportunity for it was like when they give him a phone and like Clay's texting him all day. I know it's just something so simple, but it's showing him that like, people was thinking about him on that day and people was trying to get hold of him, and it was like he might have been feeling that he didn't matter, and he did matter to somebody. Whether it was because Clay wanted to show him, the house that he found, that even though it was Clay's intention, could have meant something totally different to Justin. The fact that somebody was there hounding him, wanting him, and the fact that obviously a family now wants to bring him in and give him a home. Do you know what I mean? Like it's really good. So I'm loving it. And also Alex and Jess, I said earlier on in the season again, I like Jess with Justin, I like her with Alex. I couldn't really pick here and there. Oh, look at this guy, he's still angry. He's fuming, look.
Everything affects everything.
The thing with Marcus, he cost us our season. We need to do something.
We are not gonna do a goddamn thing. Clearly your father didn't beat you hard enough because you're still a fucking idiot. The last time you tried to help, you almost fucked up my whole plea deal.
Tell me what you want me to do. Okay,
just
I'll
chill,
make it right.
leave it.
I want you to leave it alone.
Yeah.
We're done.
What's done is done, mate. The guy's got 3 months. This guy interfering could that make it 3 years, 30 years. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's going to do, but...
Those fucking jocks were not happy about the field and the season.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Hey, maybe we could like catch another show sometime.
I don't know, man.
I don't think his character's going to pop off me at some point.
You gonna go to this dance?
Why in the world would I go to that?
I don't know. It might be fun. It'd be my first thing back, and I could show people that I'm not hiding.
Fuck. Fine. We'll go. I saw the stories release.
I'm moving to New York. It was always Hannah's dream. She never made it, so I'll get there for her.
Still can't believe Hannah didn't leave her mum and dad, I know.
One of the old computers when I was cleaning up the store.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You're on there. Twice. Did she call you Helmet?
Helmet.
11 reasons. But she left so many out. You know that, don't you?
I like that, actually. That's good. There is always more why nots. Might not be able to think of him in the moment, but every person that you know in your life, that's a why not.
Why the fuck did you come back?
I was acting out of a lot of anger and confusion, and I'm going to do better.
Oh. All this... I don't understand this. All this about rape, and that's technically just raping someone. Oh, mate. I hope he goes and tells someone, but he's not gonna, is he? Yep. You know what I mean? That's just mad, isn't it? Like, that is rape, innit? That's rape. It doesn't have to be a person, like, physically having sex with somebody. That, to me, there is rape as well. I would say that he's just been physically raped between... And it's 3 of them. All of them have done that. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Tyler. I thought that he was going to come in. I thought he was actually going to shoot a few people, me. Not going to lie. I actually thought that before he's gone to this program thing and he said that he's doing better, I thought that he was gonna, you know, pop off and shoot a couple of people. I mean, how interesting would that be for a storyline? Do you know what I mean? If had like somebody a suicide and like reasons why, you know what I mean? We've had that whole reason why. But imagine somebody went in and like shot a couple of people, say at school, and then you had the reasons why, and you had like a full-on backstory. Because like it's a massive thing that actually happens in real life, doesn't it? Now it doesn't mean that any of it is acceptable, and it should never be the case that somebody be shot. But this show seems to touch on really tough things that happen in modern day society. Do you know what I mean? And like that is something that does happen. And like if it went down that, you know, path, it wouldn't surprise me if they decided to try and have a go at you know, like a real life scenario. But I'm very interested to see what happens here, because after all of this that's just happened, and after all of the case and all of the rapes and all of the, you know, media, he's come in and he's just done that to him. I think it's absolute madness.
You know, I got some bullshit I gotta take care of.
Oh, so bullshit like a dance. Yeah, I was just it's like a thing.
Yeah, you see, that's bullshit.
I beat off 3 times this morning. I don't want to know that. Why would you tell me that? 'Cause I thought you'd be happy for me.
He is.
Actually, I'm very happy for you. That's impressive.
I don't want to go to the dance and just sit there, because that's stupid.
But I am sick of your poor me attitude. This one's easy. Come on, get up. See? I mean, the song will have to be pretty slow, shouldn't it?
That's been a good friend from this season, Zach.
You seem weird. I think maybe I'm happy.
Oh, mate, that's well sad in a good way. Oh, it's upsetting that, isn't it? Oh, it's Nina. The thing is, right, yeah, she might have thought that she was doing well, but she technically helped Bryce win that case, didn't she? She did. This was a big, massive evidence, this. Like, real big. It could have helped them. And her taking them, like, swayed it to the Bryce, because they didn't have anything to show.
How was the first day back?
Good. I think it's gonna work, Mom.
That's great.
I'm still going to stick with what I said, mate. I feel like he's going to go on a Madden. I actually do, man. Like, literally.
We really need to get you laid. Seriously, Jensen. Okay, you help me tie a tie, I will help you get laid.
Mate, I hope he gets clean. It stresses me out that he takes a drug still.
How do we bring light to a world that seems only dark?
See what I mean? In the chest with the weapons. Right, do you know what's interesting is you might never have watched any of my videos on the channel. This might be like the first season or whatever that you've watched, or obviously season 1 and 2 of this one. But like, we've watched the Vampire Diaries in the originals, and like, I don't know, it's different. This is like, I feel like this is more real scenarios, and like the Vampire Diaries and that, it's vampires and you know, it's got magic and stuff. But like in those shows, if somebody crossed you, I wanted you to retaliate and kill them. There's a lot of killing in them shows, you know what I mean? There's no killing in this one, so it's different. But I was Team Damon, Team Klaus, you know what I mean? If you come and you do something to them, I wanted them to come and kill you, you know what I mean? And it's like, now in this show, maybe not killing, but if you're the people that are coming over and doing this stuff to Tyler, I want him to go and do it to them. So they come and beat him up, I want him to fuck them up. Do you know what I mean? Go and break his other arms. Go and break his legs. Yeah? Show that you're not a person that could get pushed around. Like, I love watching that sort of stuff, to be honest. That's the type of person I am. But I'm not going to condone him coming and getting a gun and going shooting him. It's a bit like mad in terms of the show we're watching. Obviously, if it's like a vampire show or a supernatural show, I'd be all for it. I'd be like, take him out, rip his head off, go for it, drink his blood. That's the type of stuff that we watch. But here, a good old retaliation. Go after him, like break his arm. Do you know what I mean? And you know, and the other 2 guys as well. They need to get beaten down. So I'm going to be interested to see what they say. But I can't believe that currently, what I said about 10 minutes ago, that he might get a weapon and go after him and shoot them, kind of looks like it could potentially happen with what he's just pulled out there.
Did you do this?
I got a guest pass. Apparently you forgot to.
It may seem like high school bullshit to you, but to me, it's finally be able to dance with my boyfriend.
You would have been really good for Hannah.
Yeah. You know, if I didn't fuck it up like I fuck up everything else.
Dude, you do not want to be having that contest with me.
Come on. Are you about kicking ass or are you not?
Why not?
I am.
Compared to them, I look alright.
He's doing alright. The first time we've seen his scar on his head.
The answer is we love each other.
Do you know the tough thing about that one, right? Is Jesse's actually doing nothing wrong, like, so it is tough because like Justin loves her. Do you know what I mean? And like, I think she loves Justin as well, but he's kind of been having his troubles and he's not been really there, and she's been getting on with Alex, and I think she loves Alex as well, and he loves her. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of those where, like, if you're choosing to be with Alex, you can't feel sorry for Justin. Like, otherwise, you're never going to be in a fully happy relationship with Alex, are you? So, and Alex is a decent guy. I actually like Alex really much. So, I mean, this one's going to be interesting. I mean, Justin, I hope he don't go down a spiral and take loads of drugs and, like, go off on a Madden. Like, I thought it didn't need to go that way when he's in this positive vibe of being adopted and, you know, going through it. I thought, like, this could be the start of his brand new character, but it feels like we've dropped into the middle of this season of his character. And, you know, it's interesting to see where we go, obviously, next season with it. Now, he does look a bit skinny, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Like Zach said to him, oh, you wait, you know, his face looks dead slim, like very slim. And everybody's hair's changed as well since, like, last episode. It's everybody's. They've all had, like, a one all over.
You want a real drink? No, thanks. I'm good.
He's got balls, Bryce, hasn't he? He has.
You remember freshman year? The night before our first day, you stayed over? You okay? He's fine. You're a good kid, Clay. You need to get laid, but you're a good kid.
Okay, Clay. He's so awkward in all situations. Do you reckon it's Hannah's song? Yeah.
Oh shit. I gotta find Clay.
Look at Cyrus and his crew. They literally just stood staring. And so told his boyfriend.
What's with these mats?
They must have had a wrestling meet yesterday.
So you're like living with Clay for real now, huh?
They're adopting me. Which, like, why anyone would want to do that, I don't know. I've had some shitty days. I always wanted to live.
Yeah.
I know, I'll come back to you.
Zai, you gotta look at this. I just got this text.
Before he does something, why would he be sending a text? And also, yeah, I'm actually not surprised about the Jessica and Justin thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I had to do gun to the head, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would say that she cared about Justin more than Alex. You know what I mean? But like I was just saying before, Alex has been there for this whole time, and they've kind of got into this relationship. But like, you can see all the time she sees Justin from across the way, she's always got feeling. Even Nina said it, do you know, like when they was having an argument, she was like, what, and you just walk around the halls like, oh, looking at Justin like you love him and acting like nothing's happening. Do you know what I mean? So like, that's not surprising. I just don't want I don't want one of them to be led on. So you know what I mean? So like, pick Justin, pick Alex. I'll be fine with either. They're both great guys, but don't like go to one and then the other, because then it'll start to annoy me.
Jess, don't.
Please.
What?
I don't know what to do.
Really? You don't know what to do?
Jess, I'm pregnant.
Oh, what the fuck? Kind of want him to shoot someone now he's got this far.
Like, you can. Lock the doors. Stay inside. Tyler!
Get out of here, Clay.
Go home. Hey, go back inside!
Jesus, Clay!
Go inside!
Barney knows already.
No. The only people that know are the people who know you, and they want to help you. I don't want you to die. If you really think this will change a goddamn thing, and not just be another fucking tragedy that adults cry about for a week and then forget, if you really think that this is gonna be different, then do what you gotta do. We'll figure it out. Okay. Sony, let's go.
Get in.
Get out of the car! This is fucked up, right?
It is fucked up. Do you know what I mean? At least he didn't go in and kill innocent people. So that's interesting. I thought he was going to go in and shoot some people, to be honest. I said it earlier on in the episode, didn't I? I felt like that's the vibe that was being built up with Tyler all season. Last episode, I said, you know what, I'll wait until the end of the season, in like, you know, like when we was talking about when we finished, about what I think this character was going to do. And I actually thought his character was going to do exactly what it was kind of proposed here that he's going to do. I thought that he was going to come back. I thought he was going to go after them. I thought he was going to do a mad shoot up. And you know what I mean? And because of this show's not... because it's not scared to touch on real life deep topics, I thought like they might have gone with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shootings that happen in real life and none of them, you know, should happen, to be honest. The kids like Tyler shouldn't be able to get access to all those weapons. You know what I mean? It's madness. And I thought that they might have highlighted how somebody could go through trouble as well, you know, like in a school environment or whatever, and it drives them to thinking that that is the right way to go. But personally, it's definitely the wrong way to go. You shouldn't be going in and killing anybody. Like, regardless of what they've done to you, you should be trying to get them done. But then again, you can say that, you know, you could try and get them done and nothing happens. Look at Bryce, he's literally got away with it. Like, he has totally got away with it. I feel like the story with Bryce and all that might actually end today. I feel like the Hannah and the Baker story will end. You know, she's moving over to New York, Olivia Incher. It seems like Jessie's at a happy place now and she's content. You know, she was obviously well disappointed with the result, but she feels like a weight's been lifted off her shoulders. She knows that she's helped a lot of people and she's trying to move on with her life now. So, I mean, I do feel like the Hannah story might actually be concluded and we might be running with a Tyler one next season. Who knows? But it is interesting. I thought that he was going to go in and he was going to shoot some people, to be honest. That's why it's really deep. Now, the people, if he was going to attack somebody, deserve to be Montgomery and the people that attacked him, not innocent people. Do you know what I mean? Like, the people that are constantly picking on him, constantly, you know, abusing him and putting stuff in his lockers and, like, fighting him and picking on him, they're the ones, if you're doing any sort of retaliation, is the ones to go after. Kind of like Marcus when they hit him with the paint. That's what they should be doing, not this with the weapons and the shootings. So I'm happy that Clay talked him out of it. Like he was saying, he didn't want another life lost. Do you know what I mean? And then after it, for a couple of weeks, what people are going to be sad and upset. And then everyone's just going to get back onto the merry way. And Tyler's just another, you know, soul gone. So I'm glad that they've been taken away, but Tony's took him away. No, another strike and he's gone. Do you know what I mean? Now, who called the actual police? Because I want to know what he done with that text as well. Did he text it? Did he put it on social media? What's he done? He sent it to, obviously, well, I don't even know if he sent it to or posted it online, but it was Cyrus' sister that come over and they read it, and it was only a small few that knew that it was happening. Clay was like, no police, do you know what I mean? If we get the police involved, his life's over either way. Like, they'll come and arrest him for like a attempted murder, or he comes in and shoots everyone and gets him done for murder, you know what I mean? But it seems like somebody has called the police because they've turned up. But I mean, really interesting, do you know what I mean? I don't know what story's going to be next season. Fascinated to find out, but I thought this one was a good one. I thought like we didn't heavily focus just on Hannah. There was a lot of people, had a lot of range and a lot of stories that was progressing, and it excited me. And I thought probably this season may have been better than season one. I'll have to just do a little recap and have a look, but from first reaction, I actually really enjoyed season 2. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. You know, Chloe at the end there releasing the information to Jessica that she's pregnant. Obviously it's going to be with Bryce's baby. Well, not obvious, but pretty much highly likely. That might have been why she didn't want to throw him under the bus. That might have been why she didn't want to testify that he'd done something, because you know, she'd deprive her child of her father. Now, would you want a child to have a father like Bryce? You know what I mean? That is the other question. Now, Jess, obviously, she's gone to this dance with Alex, and she's been dancing with him. They're making out. She's seen Justin be sad from a distance. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could tell all season that she's cared for Justin and she's cared for Alex, and it's just been like she's had a relationship building with Alex, and she's not really spoken to Justin, has she really? Let's be honest. Like, but there's been in many situations where she's defended Justin to whether it's a dad or to other people, and just here now they've just slept with each other, haven't they, in the changing rooms. Now, I feel tight on Alex, if I'm being honest. I feel like he's had a great season. To be honest, like I said earlier on in the season, I think that Tyler, Alex, and actually Zach have had a really good season. I think that from last to this, they've stepped up, they've had good stories. Zach's been a great friend to Alex, and I've enjoyed Alex's progression, you know, like this season. And Tyler as well, he was just a guy going around taking pictures one day, and he's this guy's got this big massive storyline going now. You know, he's feeling like down in the dumps, he's been beaten up, you know, he has been abused now, right, in this episode by Montgomery, and he's got a new friend, well, he did have, in Cyrus, potential new girlfriend, who's not now, in his sister, and then obviously this whole, like, anger and thing build up inside of him where he looked like he wanted to come into the school and shoot people. Do you know what I mean? Like, what a character build. Like, whether you like it or dislike it, you got to admit he's advanced so much since season 1. Like I said, I can't believe it looks like Bryce has actually got out of it. 3 months of community service and that's it. And now he's just going to transfer to a new school. He's going to be playing football again and probably on the baseball team. Do you know what I mean? He's going in as a junior, I think he said. But it's crazy. It just shows that people with money don't always do the time that they deserve to do for the crimes that they produce, because they can either pay people off, they can get to you, or they could just intimidate you. And it is pretty messed up, to be honest, but it is what it is, isn't it? Now we can't do anything about it. If Jesse's content, then I'm content. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually like mad that he's actually only got 3 months, but I can't be sitting there fuming if Jesse's going to be happy that she's finally got this out there. She knows, everybody knows like what a nasty person that he is, and obviously she knows that she's helped other women as well have the chance to come forward and tell their stories and know that they're not alone. Then if she's happy with that, then I'll accept it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm liking how Clay's offered to, you know, adopt Justin. I just want Justin to not take the drugs. I know, like, it's hard to get off it, but I felt like, you know, he's not used in ages. We haven't literally seen him use in ages. And he went to juvie or something, and then he's come back and he's been offered the adoption and everything's going well, and he's saying he's happy and he wanted to go to this dance, and then they've just dropped the drugs in it again. And in my personal opinion, I don't think that we needed to do that, to be honest, but we'll see what his character has for next season, because we've seen his mum's boyfriend sat outside in the car staring at him through the window. Do you know what I mean? He's going to want some sort of revenge for taking his money. So again, that one will be a good one to look out for. And to be honest, you know, I don't know what next season has in store for us. Nina was the one that took the picture. She burned it. She kind of like decreased the chances of the Bakers winning, in my personal opinion. I thought like this would have been really good evidence for them to use as backup. But nope, she's taking it herself. Montgomery, what's going to happen to him? He deserves something anyway. Bryce was telling him to leave it. He can't leave it. Do you know what I mean? He's fuming that the season had stopped. And, you know, like he said, to me, he's just raped Tyler, in my personal opinion. That's what it is. I don't know what else it could be classed as. So it's madness, honestly. It really is. There's still loads of stuff going on. I actually like the way this season ended compared to season 1. Season 1, I was like, what the hell, mate? The Bakers won. What's happened? Do you know what's happening with Bryce? What's happening with this and that and that and that? Well, this one, I feel like it ended a bit better. Well, I feel like it ended better. I like how it ended. It's set up really well for next season. It's not left me loads of questions. Is like last season. It was like last season had loads of questions. Like, are we open ended or what? Like, we're going into the second season still talking about Hannah, where this one was like kind of concluded things here and there, left stories potentially to be pursued, and like, you know, I was happy in certain situations, like the one where they all gathered together and they all danced to like Hannah's song, all hugging each other. I really loved that as well. So that's where we currently are. Thanks for watching season 2. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. If you did enjoy the episode, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.